Today, I'm only eating at the restaurants from the Michelin guide again, but this time in Ho Chi Minh City!
We're going to eat at 3 Michelin recommended places to see if they're actually worth the hype. First, we're heading to Phu Nguyen district to try Gumdam Bagen. When you arrive, you're greeted by a cloud of smoke coming from the grills and a line of delivery drivers waiting patiently for their orders. That's usually a good sign.
I ordered a Gumdam Bagen, so a bit of everything, and the girl who works here told me just one word, so "nyo," which means a lot, and she didn't lie because the portion is huge. So the piece of meat is just like my palm, you know, like it's a huge piece of meat here, and we have really a lot of toppings, so I'm super excited to try everything here. This is probably one of the few Vietnamese dishes that you need to eat with a fork and a spoon. So here there are no chopsticks because the rice which is used here is called broken rice, so it's really inconvenient to pick it up with chopsticks, so that's why you would need a fork and a spoon. A portion like that will be 157K, which for some might be quite expensive for a street stall, right? But in my opinion, it's a great value for this money because, trust me, the portion is just enormous. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish it even myself. So what I've got here is, of course, this giant piece of pork ribs. Then there's a fried egg, some pork skin, cha, some Vietnamese sausages, and a meatball, a big meatball. It is eaten together with some pickles, and at the bottom there's this broken rice, and you eat it together with this sauce. So basically you don't dip things, but you use a spoon to spice it up, to pour over your toppings and the rice to give it the taste. I love how this meat is marinated, so it is sweet and spicy, so it gets caramelized when it's grilled, but at the same time inside it's still not dry, and it's very pleasant to eat it because it's not like too chewy and not too dry, and that's why it's very enjoyable to eat. I'm done with my portion, but to be completely honest, I didn't manage to finish it fully because it is so huge. It's like enormous, so it's better to take it either for two or maybe opt for some smaller option because they're also available here. Overall, I would say that the food quality is really great, so I definitely understand why Michelin recommended it. Out of all my topics, the only thing I didn't like that much was just the sausage because it was too sweet to my taste, so it's not quite my taste probably. But overall, I would definitely come back, and you know, seeing how bustling it is, people just come and go all the time. There are shippers here. Yeah, I understand why this place is popular because the food here is really great.
Moving on to the second location, hidden in the heart of District 1. The alley alone is quite a sight to visit, showing the scenes of people's everyday life.
So here they have 3 different menus, one for banh mi, one for different types of noodles, and the last one is for various Vietnamese dishes. So we're ordering from the 3rd menu, and we're going to share the meal. Yeah, so overall I think it's an interesting experience because I feel sharing food in Vietnam is a big thing, but if you are not interested in sharing, you can still order some dishes sort of a la carte, so you can have your own portion and eat in a more familiar way.
Speaking of the food, we loved the caramelized pork and eggs and sugarcane chicken. In both dishes, the meat was tender and well cooked. Another dish you must try there is the stir-fried pumpkin flowers, which were flavorful, yet had a nice crunch to it. Despite its out-of-sight location, it's not exactly a local hidden gem, as portrayed by the Michelin guide, as you will mostly see tourists eating there. Nevertheless, the food quality there is really good, and boasting a central location, it can be a great place to get your first introduction to Vietnamese cuisine. Our last but not least place to visit today is Pho Hoa Pastor. The place offers various kinds of pho, different in the meat type and way of cooking. All portions come in 2 sizes, regular and large.
We decided to do a side-by-side comparison. So we ordered one normal size portion and one big portion. So the normal size one goes at 90K and the other one is 105K. And visibly, I would say then the bigger one, even though they look approximately the same, definitely has more meat in it. So it looks very generous actually. So, but this one also looks pretty big. I live in Hanoi, so I didn't get many chances to try the southern pho. And let me tell you that the pho in Hanoi and here in Saigon are very different from each other. So the first, most noticeable difference is the way pho is served here. So we have some greens here, we have some blanched bean sprouts, and lots of condiments. So in Hanoi, you would just get a bowl of pho, and it would come with some pickled garlic or sriracha. But here there's a variety of different condiments for you to add and make your soup to your taste. Another difference is the size of pho. So here it is really thin. So in Hanoi you wouldn't meet pho noodles because pho is actually the name of the noodles that are used in the soup. That's thin, so usually they're thicker.
And of course the broth. The northern one is lighter and saltier, whereas the southern one has a sweeter taste. Yet both are flavorful and fragrant, thanks to the blend of spices used for it.
We also ordered some kwai or fried rice dough, and it's really great to eat the pho when you just dip them, soak them in the broth and eat a bite of it, or you can cut it in pieces and drop it into your pho and let them soak in there. But actually I'm surprised with the size of this kwai because it's giant, it's so huge. I've never seen a kwai as big as this one. This pho is definitely recommended to try, even though the price is a bit higher than a lot of local places. But I feel the broth is impeccable, it is clear, it is flavorful, all the ingredients are fresh, the meat is tasty. So on this one, I would 100% agree with Michelin. It's definitely been a day of good eats, so if you enjoyed watching this video, please follow my channel to see more of my adventures in Vietnam. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!